Lamaha Park. I say, awo! Awo! I'm bringing it back. Every meeting I go, bringing it back. Awo! Alright. Comrades, I bring you greetings from the APNU AMC. And I'm happy this evening to be standing here. I'm happy to see so many persons coming out of their houses to be a part of what we're doing as we march towards March. Comrades, thank you very much for coming out and being a part of this. I want to tell you first of all that I grew up in this community. Yes, I know some of you don't know my face. Right, you know me. I grew up right up that road there on the house just before Brother Peter's. I used to play cricket in City Yard with Ravi. I know them. I'm a son of this community. And I'm happy to see all of the things that have happened since I left. Comrades, we are here. I am here because I believe in the plan that David Arthur Granger has. And I know you're out here in your green and yellow because you believe in that future and that plan. Can I get to owl? Yeah! Comrades, we all believe in the plan. We believe in the vision. We believe in the decade of development that is going to come, comrades. We believe. Comrades, I want to tell you about this train that we run. The song said, don't stop the progress. And we're on a train of progress. As we move towards March the 2nd, we're not going to jump off of this train. We're not going to move because this train is on the right track. It's on the right track. It has the right captain. It has the right person at the wheel. Who is at the wheel, comrades? I can't hear y'all. We have somebody at the wheel who knows what he's doing. We don't have a man that jump up and tell you that he gets some certificate from somewhere we can't find, as Mason said. We have a man who is qualified and is what, fit and proper. And we believe in his vision, comrades. And on March 2nd, we're not going to make any mistake. We're going to put our X right where it belongs so that we can continue this progress that we have in this country. Comrades, we are going to stay the course. We are going to stay the course, and I know Wayne said you want another one. You know, DJ Khaled said another one. And another one. And we're going to move way past 2025 as the APNU AFC moves and ensure that Guyana develops how it should. Comrades, somebody asked me the other day, what is this good life? What is it about? What does good life mean to you? And a lot of people are a little confused as what it is. But I want you to look around. Some people feel like good life means that the government must come and put up 10,000 in your pocket every 2 months. Some people feel like if the government would actually call you by the government office and give you $20,000, not the good life. But come on, if you look around at your schools, if you look at the healthcare system, if you look at the roads, the good life, comrades, is being able to have potable water in your community after 23 years. Comrades, the good life is 130 something schools giving free internet. The good life is 170 internet hubs set up around this country. The good life is all those roads that they're driving on. The same PPP that said we ain't do nothing. You know, since I reached the limit, let me digress a little bit. You know the PPP got a real problem? You know, let me explain the problem. You see, they went and do the campaign launch at Kitty Market. And they had to stand up in front of the Kitty Market that's brand new. The same Kitty Market that they neglected for how many years? How many years? The other day they went up to Region 9 and walking smiling on a brand new road. Brand new road, they take out a picture on it. And stand up at the meeting and said the government didn't do nothing. You see the problem with they have? The other day I see them out at the entrance speaking. Right over the road, their construction has started on a brand new polyclinic, and they stand up over the road from that saying that the government didn't do nothing. This is the problem, comrades. But we see the progress, don't we? We see the progress. And we know that the APNU AFC is the right train. And we want to encourage our PVP brothers and sisters to jump on the green and yellow train. Y'all don't get left behind. The train is moving, my brother. We're moving in the right direction. Right? Forward ever. Alright. Comrades, if we look at the education system, I mean, this is something that is personal to me because for 15 years I was a teacher at Tocqueville Secondary. And I know about the strengths, the struggles. And we know about the fight. We know about students coming to school hungry. And I know Comrade Tula spoke about the 5 Ds. Right. And the teachers out here, we're talking about 5% every year. Yeah! Right? Those same teachers who were given increases, and then when everybody get an increase here, any teachers get a gain. Right? The tax-free bonus. Right? I know I spend me on. But I'm not going to digress too much. I'm talking about education. Comrades, we spent many years without a proper curriculum. Outdated. We teaching children from Pat and Roy. This government has spent some time updating our curriculum. When I talk about progress and when I talk about the good life, I'm talking about ensuring that your children are in schools, that they can have proper facilities. That is what we're talking about when we say the good life. We're talking about building new schools in those hinterland regions. We're talking about ensuring that we have computers in our schools. We're talking about programs that will allow teenage mothers to go back into schools. This is what this administration did. We're not making these up. These are facts. And that is what the good life is all about. It's about improvement in every sector. Comrades, we're not going to stand up here and lie to you. We're not going to give you things that are not true. We're going to give you the facts. And when we talk about good life, and we look at infrastructure development, we can touch on all of those. My comrade, my friend like to say, you know what? If you take any 4 years from the PPP reign, and you compare it to 4 years of the APNU AFC, there's no comparison. No comparison. Just the development in the last year, 2019, will eclipse most of what the PPP did. Comrades, we're talking about good life, we're talking about opportunities to do things. We're talking about access to service. You no longer have to line up and fight with people in a big line to get your passport. Those things are available in the other regions. Comrades, we're talking about local government when we talk about good life. We're talking about opportunity for young people like Tudor that spoke early to represent his community on the council. So many years, 23 years, we had no local government election. And I know I'm telling you things that you know. But I like to repeat it because we have to understand where we came from. We must know what the ills and the excesses of the PPP. And we have to highlight to you what we would have done in 4 short years. We're talking about 23 years where people lost a sense of community. Nobody is there to represent you. Instead of having an NDC or a proper RDC, we have interim management committees with people doing their own wash and stupidness. After 2015, we had 2 local government elections where a whole host of young people are now representing their communities. And that is what we're talking about when we say the good life. That is what we're talking about when we say progress, comrades. Comrades, as we march towards March, we must remember these things. And we must think about moving forward. The president speaks about the decade of development that is to come. We know we are an oil-producing nation now. And when I say that, nobody is making nice. I think you all understand what an oil-producing nation is. I say, oh, yeah! And I want to spend some time, a little time, before I go talking about this idea, and I notice people are not as excited as they should be when somebody mentioned that we are an oil-producing nation. Because we have, for some reason, fallen into the trap of talking negative about oil. Comrades, I want you to understand, unlike what the PPP and Jadeo have been telling you, oil is not a negative. Guyana will benefit. Guyana will benefit. They're talking about how we give away, and all they're telling you is about a 2% royalty. Even though I ain't even going to reach it. I ain't going to reach it. I can talk about this same oil deal that we have. And many of us, I think it's so surprising that we go about and people don't know what is actually coming to the country. Because all you hear is Jadeo and the PPP telling you how APNU give away the oil. Comrades, that is not true. And this is what you need to tell them when they say this. We're getting 2%, yes, but they don't tell you that we're getting 50% profit. So when they tell you 2%, say we're getting 50% profit oil. And please remember the numbers. Please remember 2% is royalty. But at the end of the day, after Exxon gets back their investment, we are going to be sharing 50-50 of the profit. Many persons don't know this, and it's so surprising. And I want you to tell your friends and family, do some reading. Right. And I'm not even talking about all the opportunities that will come from around oil, comrades, and we have to take advantage of those. But do not speak negative. We are going to be benefiting, and that is the basis for this decade of development. You think the president is a madman? He's not a madman. He knows the amount of money that will be coming into this country, and he knows if he allows it to get into the hands of the PPP, we ain't going to see nothing. So, this decade of development, the wealth that is about to come to this country is the basis for that. All the development that you will see, your roads, your schools, your hospitals, all of those services. Comrades, let me ask you a simple question. If this government could increase public servants' minimum wage by 7% in 4 years without the oil money, tell me what will happen come 2025. We're going to be smiling. Comrades, we're on the right track, we're on the right train, and we're not going to come off course. We are going to be focused, we're going to be vigilant, and we're going to march towards March. And like the speakers before told you, we're going to go and vote solidly for the APNU AFC. Yeah! We are not going to come off of this train. We are not. Comrades, development, words like development should not be something to throw away. Words like progress, words like new things should not be words that you must throw away. Words like dignity and integrity that is attached to David Arthur Granger, we must remember them when we're at the polls. Because on the other side, we know what they give. We know when we put them up, it's not even a competition. We have a man on the other side that can't even tell you where his degree come from, plus he facing 19 charges. How in the world do we want to vote for somebody like that? And look, you see, my friend over there saying it, it's a slap in the face. right? This is the man that you will put. You know what is so interesting, comrades? Is that they have people in this country that spend the money, blood, sweat, and tears to study and go to university. Teachers and doctors and nurses go the right way, get the degree. Hard work, nights, they're studying. And we have a man on the other side that wants to hold the highest seat in this country, that got a degree from a university that nobody knows about. Like my friend Tandai McAllister likes to say, never again, PPP. Never again. We're not going to allow that. Comrades, I want to say to you very quickly that it is good to see you out here, and it's good to see everybody at the rallies and at the meetings, and you're green and you're yellow and we're excited. But excitement don't win elections. We have to get serious. We have to get our friends serious. We have to ensure that our families, we have to ensure that the young ones understand the importance of casting their ballot on March 2nd. Because flags and jerseys and excitement don't win elections. We win elections, vote! Yeah! And every single one of us, we have a responsibility to ensure that we get our friends and family out to the polls. We have a responsibility to check our names on the list. We have the responsibility to check our friends' name on the list. Come as I check every single body I know. Plus hundreds of people that don't know. Ensuring that the particulars are right on the voters list. Because every single vote counts. Come as I will repeat it. Every single vote counts. And we can't make joke. We can't make joke. I hear a lot of talk about, oh man, we got this, we can win. Listen, comrades, that don't help anybody. We need to let everybody understand that on March 2nd, we will leave no stone unturned. We will knock on every door. We will go to every community. Right? Those who can't come out, we getting them to vote, we going to them. Our friends are lining on the corner, we picking them up. We're going early and ensure that we win this election because, comrades, this one is the big one. This one is the big one. And we talk about all this lovely development that we have been seeing. We must allow it to continue. And the only way it will continue is if we get serious individually and everybody around us understand that every vote counts. Comrades, I don't want to see this progress stop. I know you don't want to see it stop. All of those things, I have not even touched on all of the development that we have gone through in the last 4 years. We will stay here all night. And comrades, I will not stand in front of you tonight and tell you that we're living in some sort of perfect world. This is not a utopia. We know we have issues. We have problems. There are still things that are supposed to be done. But trust me, comrades, we will get to it after March 2nd. We will not forget it. We spent a lot of time dealing with the rubbish and the foolishness of the PVP. We were distracted for a little bit, but after March 2nd, as we move forward in this decade of development, comrades, we will see this progress continue. So as I leave you, comrades, I want to encourage you to ensure that you check your name on the list, to ensure that you encourage your family members, because we want to let the progress continue as the song says. And let us move forward together, comrades. March towards March. On March 2nd, we go to the vote, and we go back and sit down and we watch the numbers come in and we celebrate, comrades. Can I get to Awo? Lamaha Park. Lamaha Park, it was a pleasure. Please enjoy the rest of the night. And remember, every vote counts. Thank you very much.